So the next assignment that I'm going to be doing is process assignment, and I'm going to go through the instructions, and I'm also going to go through the PowerPoint and the other instructions on here, and I'm going to show you how I did it step by step. So first things first, let's just go ahead and go into the communications. Here we have process technical communications. So pretty much this assignment is just like teaching somebody how to do a tutorial. It's like a step-by-step. Assignment is creating multiple forms of technical communication for instructional purposes. Overview. This assignment requires you to develop 3 distinct forms of technical communication that all focus on the same instructional topic. The topic can be either 1, navigating a specific website of your choice, 2, providing a step-by-step instruction for a process or a task of your choice, assembling a device using a software tool, or performing a routine maintenance task. The key is that all 3 forms must communicate the same core content referred to here as the product, the website navigation or instructional process, but in different forms to demonstrate versatility in technical communications. So technical communication involves conveying complex information clearly, concisely, and effectively to a target audience. By creating multiple forms for the same product, you will explore how different mediums and styles can adapt to various users' needs, such as quick reference, in-depth learning, or visual guidance. This assignment emphasizes audience analysis, clarity, accuracy, and the use of appropriate tools or media. You got learning objectives. Upon completing this assignment, you will be able to identify and apply different forms of technical communication to suit diverse user scenarios. Adapt the instructional content across multiple formats while maintaining consistency in information. Analyze an audience and tailor communication to their needs. Beginners versus experts, visual learners versus text-based learners. Incorporate best practices in technical writing, such as using active voice, clear headings, visuals, and accessibility features. Evaluate the effectiveness of various communication forms through self-reflection. Assignment requirements. Step 1, select your topic, the product. Choose one instructional topic that will be the focus for all 3 forms of technical communication. Options include website navigation. Select a real website, Amazon.com, Wikipedia.org, or Universal Portal. Your communications must guide users on how to navigate key features such as searching for items, creating an account, or accessing specific sections. Custom instructions. If you prefer not to use a website, choose a process or task. How to set up home Wi-Fi network, how to bake a basic cake, or how to use Microsoft Excel for data analysis. Ensure the topic is practical and involves multiple steps. The topic must be the same across all 3 forms. For example, if you choose navigating Amazon.com, all forms must cover the same navigation paths from the home page to the checkout. Ensure that the topic is appropriate, and it should not be something simple as how to create an Instagram account. The task should be technical and unique. Step 2, define your audience. For each form of technical communication, specify a target audience while the core content remains the same. You may slightly adapt the tone, depth, or emphasis based on the audience. One form of novices, another for intermediate users. In your submission, include a brief audience analysis, 120 words total, explaining who the primary users are, age group, skill level, context of use, and how each form addresses their needs. Choose 3 different forms of technical communication. Select 3 different distinct forms from the list below, or purpose alternatives with instructor approval. Each form must fully cover the instructional topic but use a different medium or style. Written user manual or guide, a text-based document, a PDF or Word with step-by-step instructions, headings, numbers, screenshots, or diagrams. I actually did one for this one. And then infographic or visual aid, a graphical representation, flowchart, poster, or demographic infographic using tools like Canva, Adobe, Illustrator, or PowerPoint. Focus on visuals with minimum text. I actually used this one too. And then number 3, video tutorial, a short 2 to 5 minute video demonstrating the process, including voiceover, screen recordings, or live demos. Use tools like Screencast, Omatic, OBS Studio, or smartphone recording. I use this one as well. Number 4 is interactive tutorial for web page, an online interactive guide using Google Sites, HTML, or tools like Genially with clickable elements, quizzes, or branching paths, fact or quick reference sheet, a concise list of frequently asked questions and answers, or a one-page cheat sheet with tips and troubleshooting. Podcast or audio guide, an audience recording, a 3 to 5 minutes with spoken instructions, sound effects, and pauses for user action. Use tools like Odyssey, slide deck presentation, or PowerPoint, or Google Slides deck with annotated slides, transitions, and embedded visuals. Diversity requirements: 3 forms must differ significantly in medium. 1 text heavy, 1 visual, 1 multimedia. Do not choose 3 similar forms. All written documents. Ensure each form is self-contained. A user should be able to complete the task using only that one form without needing others. And then step 4, content guidelines for each form. Core elements include all forms. Introduction: briefly explain the purpose of the instruction, any prerequisites, required tools or accounts. Step-by-step instructions break down the process into 5 to 10 logical steps, clear actions, expected outcomes, and warnings for potential errors. Visual aids: incorporate images, diagrams where appropriate, mandatory at least 2 forms, troubleshooting, address common issues, what if the page doesn't load, and then conclusion, summarize key takeaways, and provide next steps or resources. Best practices: use clear and concise language, avoid jargon unless defined, prefer active voice, click the login button instead of the login button should be clicked. Ensure accessibility: use alt text for images, high contrast colors, readable fonts, at least 12 point, and simple sentence structures. Accuracy: test your instructions yourself to ensure as they work as you describe. Consistency: use the same terminology and step sequence across all forms. Length, depth: each form should be comprehensive but not overwhelming. For example, written guide, 2 to 4 pages. Video needs to be 2 to 5 minutes. Infographic, 1 page, or digital equivalent. Step 5, reflection and evaluation. Include a 500-700 word reflection essay discussing why you chose this topic, these 3 forms, how each form adapts the content for the audience, strengths and weaknesses for each form, the video engaging but requires internet access, what you learned about technical communication, any challenges faced, and how you overcame them. Deliverables: we have submission format. Submit each file into the same submission spot. Only submit once. This means attach all files into the submission box only. Pressing submit, but submit once. Include audience analysis, 120, 200 words. The 3 technical communication forms: PDF for written guide, MP4 for video, PNG, JPEG, or infographic. Number 3 is reflection essay as a separate document. Cover page with your name, topic, and a list of forms chosen. File naming: use clear names, last name, website, navigation, written PDF guide. If using digital tools, provide links, YouTube videos for Canva, share infographics, and ensure that they are publicly accessible for password protected with password provided. Resource tools: free tools, Canva, infographics, Google Docs, slides, Odyssey, audio, screencast, and screen recording. Reference: Consult Technical Communications by Mark Markel. Guides from Purdue OWL for our style tips. Grading criteria: total 100 points, total selection and consistency 10 points. Topic: inappropriate in all forms that cover the same content without deviation. Audience analysis 10 points. Clear, thoughtful analysis with adaptation, evident in forms. Quality for each form 20 points. And then we have clarity, accuracy, instructions are error-free, easy to follow, 10 points. Creativity, appropriateness, form suits the medium, enhances communication, technical execution, professional presentation, accessibility, and visuals, 5 points. Reflection essay, 15 points, and overall submission is 5 points. So that's pretty much just going over all the instructions. Now I'm going to move on to the 3 different forms of technical communication. So for starters, we have the PowerPoint. How to create and export a presentation in Canva. I put my name, the class I go to, the course I'm in, and the date. We're gonna be using, of course, like I said before, Canva. So the introduction, purpose. This presentation explains how to create professional presentation in Canva using a template, customizing its design, and exporting the finished product. The prerequisites: you need internet connection, Canva account, free or pro, and a web browser. Step 1, instructions. Open your web browser, go to Canva, sign into account. You should arrive at the Canva homepage, and as you see, I got two examples right here, what they should look like. And then step 2, search for a presentation template. Number 1, click the search bar. Number 2, type presentation. Number 3, press enter button and browse the available templates. Here it is right here. And then step 3, select a template. Instructions: select a template that fits your project. Select customize this template. The Canva editor should open up and should look like this. And then step 4, edit the presentation. Instructions. My fault, I didn't mean to say that. Number 1, replace placeholder text. Number 2, change fonts. Number 3, modify colors. Number 4, insert images. Your presentation should represent your own unique style. And then this is what it should look like. Step 5, add additional slides. Number 1, click add page. Choose another layout. Continue editing. And then here's what it should look like. Step 6, save and export. Number 1, select share. 2, choose download. 3, select the PDF or PowerPoint. Select PDF or PowerPoint, and then click download. The presentation should be saved to your computer, and this is what it looked like step by step. And then for troubleshooting, we have issues. Number 1, problems: template won't load. We have a solution: refresh the page and check your connection. Number 2, problem: image won't upload. We have a solution: confirm the file type supported and try uploading again. And then for number 3, if you can't download the solution, verify you're signed in and select the supported download format. And then for the summary for the whole PowerPoint presentation, for the takeaways, we have log into Canva, choose a presentation template, customize a presentation, add additional slides, and export your work. Always look over your presentation before downloading it. So that's pretty much just a rundown of my PowerPoint. And then we can move on to the written user manual. Here we have my name, my instructor's name, and then we have my course and the date. We also have the title. We also have the header, page number, title in bold. Actually, if I'm correct, every title is in bold for each paragraph. So I'm gonna just go ahead and read over this. So, how to create an expert professional presentation in Canva. This user manual explains how to create and export a professional presentation using Canva. The guide is for beginners who have little to no experience using the platform and provides clear instructions for completing the process from start to finish. By following this manual, users will learn how to access Canva, search for a presentation template, customize slides, review their work, and export the completed presentation in a format that can be shared or presented. Before beginning, users should access a computer, reliable internet connection, a web browser, and Canva account. Accessing Canva, the first step is creating a presentation is accessing Canva through a web browser. Open a browser such as Google Chrome, Microsoft Edge, or Mozilla Firefox and navigate to the Canva homepage. If you have already have an account, select the login option and enter your account credentials. If you are a new user, select sign up and follow the prompts to create a free account. After signing in successfully, the Canva homepage will appear, providing access to templates, recent projects, and design tools needed to begin creating a presentation. Searching for presentation template. After accessing the Canva homepage, locate the search bar near the top page. Type the word presentation into the search bar and press enter on the keyboard. Canva will display a collection of presentation templates designed for different purposes, including education, business, and personal projects. Take a few moments to browse the available templates and select one that best matches the style and purpose of your presentation. Choose an appropriate template that provides a strong foundation for creating visually appealing presentation. Selecting and customizing a template. Once a template has been selected, click Customize this template to open it in the Canva editor. The editor provides tools that allows users to modify nearly every aspect of the presentation. Replace the sample text with your own information. Adjust the font style and font size, and change colors to fit your design preferences. And insert images, icons, or other graphics that support your content. Canva automatically saves changes while you work, letting you focus on designing the presentation without worrying about losing your progress. Taking time to customize the template ensures the presentation communicates information clearly while maintaining a professional appearance. Adding additional slides. Some presentations require more than one slide to organize information in the best way. To continue building the presentation, select the plus add page button to insert a new slide into the project. Canva offers multiple slide layouts that can be used to maintain consistent design throughout the presentation. Continue adding content, images, charts, or graphics as needed until the presentation is complete. Keeping fonts, colors, and layouts consistent across all slides help make a final product that is easier for our audience to follow. Reviewing the presentation before downloading the presentation carefully. Review each slide to ensure that all information accurate and presented clearly. Check for spelling, grammar mistakes, and make sure that fonts and colors remain consistent throughout the presentation. Reviewing the presentation before exporting it helps limit mistakes that were made in the process and improve the quality of the presentation. Downloading and exporting the presentation. After the presentation has been reviewed, select share button at the upper right corner from the menu that appears. Press download and select the file format. Canva allows users to export presentations in several formats, including PDF, standard, PDF print, and Microsoft PowerPoint. Once the desired file form has been selected, click download. Canva will process the presentation to save the file for your computer, making it ready to share and submit your present. Troubleshooting. While creating a presentation, users may occasionally experience technical issues. If the Canva homepage does not load properly, refreshing the browser or checking the internet connection can resolve the problems. If a presentation template does not open, selecting another template or reloading the page fixes the issue. Users who experience difficulties uploading images should verify the type of file is supported in the file size that does not exceed Canva's upload limitations. Now, Canva saves projects automatically. Users should wait a few moments before closing the browser to ensure all recent edits have been saved. Accessibility consideration. Creating presentations that are accessible to all audiences is an important part of technical communication. Presentations should use high contrast color combinations to improve readability, and fonts such as Arial, Calibri should be selected because they are clear and easy to read. Font sizes should remain big enough for audience to view comfortably. Images should include alternative text whenever possible to improve accessibility for other users to rely on screen readers. Slides should avoid excessive amounts of text so that information can be understood quickly and effectively by a wide variety of users. And then for number 5, for the conclusion, Canva gives a user Canvas gives a user-friendly platform for creating professional presentations by accessing the website, picking a presentation template, customizing the design, additional slides, reviewing completed project, and exporting the presentation in the appropriate file format. Users can successfully create presentation for professional purposes following the procedures outlined in this manual will help beginners develop an understanding in using Canva while producing organized, visually appealing, and professional quality presentations. So that's it for my written user manual. So that I just knocked down 2 communication models. So now for the final one is the video. I'll actually just screen record that in this. I'll just screen record that in this recording. I will screen record it in this recording, so that way the quality will look a lot better than me just recording it off my phone on here. So yeah. Instead, I'll just play the video since I already have the video submitted, but I'll just play the video. I'll just play a little bit of it. Hello, and welcome to this tutorial on how to create and export a professional presentation in Canva. In this video, I will walk you through the process step by step so that you can create your own presentation quickly and professionally. So to get started, what you want to do is you want to open up your web browser, here, and then you want to go down and go to Canva Visual Suite for everyone. Don't click on this one because I'll just skip through it a little bit. This one causes issue count in there, and then after that it should bring you to this page right here. If you are new, click the sign up button and follow the prompts to create a free account, so that way you don't have to pay for anything. Now, once you're in the home page, you want to click the search bar right here, and when you do that, just type in presentation. And once you type in presentation, it should give you these templates. You have a variety of templates to browse, so you can just go for it. You have many customizations that you can do. You can replace the text box with your own information by clicking directly on the text box. You can take off words. You could put study. Just anything that you want to put down, of course. You can also change the font size, font style. Add too is that if you want to add a page, you just go down here on this right corner side and click add page, so that way you can add an extra slide. And then from here you can just customize it however you want to do. Now, once you're done, creating your slides, editing your slides, once you're done with all that, now what you want to do is you want to go to share. And then at the bottom, there should be a download button. But before you, and then, if you want to save the download, you can for your preferences. But for this tutorial, we're just going to download. So you're going to click download. It's going to load. And then from there you go. Now you have a PDF for your Canva presentation. Now, once you're finished with everything, I just want to say, for any technical difficulties, if you experience any issues during this process, try refreshing the page or checking your internet connection. That is all. Thank you for watching this tutorial on how to create and export professional presentation in Canva. By following these steps, you can create an organized, visually appealing presentation for academic, professional, and personal use. Have a great day. So yeah, that just sums up the 3 technical communications that go for this assignment. And so next, what we got next, I will do the navigation. Matter of fact, I'll do the cover page actually, and then I'll do the navigation audience analysis afterwards. But this right here, very, very simple navigation cover page, very simple. We have my name, instructor's name, course, date, title, double space, font, Times New Roman 12 point. So here we have, this project shows how a single, my apologies, how to create export professional presentation in Canva. This project shows how a single instructional topic can be communicated through different forms of technical communication. This topic focuses on guiding users through the process of creating and exporting a presentation in Canva. Each communication form presents the same sequence of instructions while adapting the format, organization, and level of detail that meets the needs of different audiences and learning preferences. The goal of this project is to communicate information clearly while following the principles of technical communication. And then here, these are the three forms of technical communication that I use for this project: video tutorial, PowerPoint, and written user manual. So next we have the reflection essay. We have my name, instructor's last name, course and date, and the title bold, double spaced, Times New Roman 12 point. So here we have, I chose Canva as my topic because it's a widely used design platform that allows users to create presentations and other visual content. Although Canva is designed to be user-friendly, new users can feel confused by the number of templates, editing tools, sharing options available. I wanted to create and use technical communication materials that will help beginners navigate the platform with confidence. While completing a task, focus on how to create an export professional presentation, provided enough technical detail to satisfy assignment requirements, while also teaching the skills that student educators and professionals can apply in academic professional settings. To communicate the same instructional content, I selected three forms of technical communication, which is a PowerPoint presentation, a written user manual, and a video tutorial. I chose these forms because each communicates differently while having the same purpose. The PowerPoint presentation presents the information in organized, visually appealing format that shows the most important steps using concise text and screenshots. Now the written user manual provides detailed explanations that users read at their own pace, making an excellent resource for individuals who prefer written instructions or need revisit sections while completing the task. The video tutorial shows the process through a video recording, allowing viewers to watch how to complete each step. Each communication form has its pros and cons. The PowerPoint presentation is really useful because it organizes information into sections using visuals that helps users quickly understand the process. Now, because presentations usually have limited text, they cannot always provide the level of detail found in the written document. The written user is the most easiest to understand out of the three forms because it explains every step in detail and allows users to complete the process at their own pace. Its main con would be that some users find reading several pages of instructions less engaging than watching a demonstration. I'm the same way. I'm more of a visual learner. The video tutorial is highly engaging because it combines visual demonstrations with spoken explanations, allowing users to exactly where to click and what to expect during each step. This format is especially helpful for visual and auditory learners who learn best by observing the task before doing it themselves. However, creating a video requires preparation, editing, and other formats. One of the most valuable lessons I learned from this assignment is that technical communication is much more than just explaining the process. It takes understanding the audience, organization, and selecting the most appropriate communication format for the situation. I also learned that the importance of maintaining consistency across many different forms of communication. Although the PowerPoint presentation, written user manual, video tutorial all present information differently, each one follows the same sequence of steps using terminology. One of the biggest challenges I faced during this project was adapting to the same content to three communication forms without making them seem repetitive. Initially, I found it difficult to decide how each could present the same information in a unique way while still meeting the requirements. I overcame this challenge by focusing on pros of each medium rather than simply repeating the same content. The PowerPoint emphasizes organization, structure, explanation. The written user provided details, guidance for users who prefer reading, and the video tutorial offered real-time examples through narration and screen recordings. All in my understanding of the effectiveness of instructions depends not only on the information being shared, but also on how the information is being presented to the extended audience. So that is my navigation reference. And finally, we have audience analysis. We have my name, my instructor's last name, the course, and the date. Like I said, everything's double space, 12-point font, Times New Roman. So for the audience analysis, the primary audience for these technical communication resources is beginner Canva users, including students in high school, college educators, regular professionals of any kind who has no experience or knowledge in creating presentations in Canva. These users are likely familiar with the basic skills, but may need a clear guidance when navigating Canva's features for the first time. Now, the written user is designed for individuals who prefer detailed step-by-step instructions that can be read at their own pace while completing each task. The PowerPoint presentation is for visual learners who benefit from organized slides, screenshots, and concise explanations of the process. Infographic is created for users who need a quick reference guide that gives steps without requiring them to read lengthy instructions. Although each communication form presents the same process, each one adapts its form and level of detail to meet different learning preferences while maintaining consistent terminology and instructions throughout. So I pretty much have everything for this submission format. I have the audience analysis, the 100, 200 words, the 3 technical communications, written guide, MP4. We have that, reflection essay, and we have a cover page. So we pretty much went over everything for the process. And that is pretty much my process assignment. So thank you for watching.